Hi, and welcome to another episode of Show and Tell. My name is Ashley, and you may know me here on Instagram and Revelry as Ash Love Makes. All the links down below. I make this video podcast every monthly, so I recommend that you subscribe and press the little bell so you know whenever I am uploading. So yes. What else can I say? I don't have a script, so I go with the flow. I say whatever comes to my head and however I feel, or whatever I feel like saying. So, yes. Thank you to all new subscribers, and thanks to everybody else who has always been here with me. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So, yes, let's get started with this video podcast. Finished objects, I have, most of them are sewn. I have a few of works in progress. The hair is long. A few works in progress in here. So I'll show you. My finished objects are this pair of mittens that I cut out from a, what is it? A knitted cardigan. It was a cashmere cardigan, but my husband accidentally threw it in the washer and dryer, so he felted the crap out of it. So it did not work. It was the size of for a 3-year-old, and yes, it was gone. So instead of throwing it out, I took off the buttons. I kept it for myself, the buttons for some other projects. And I cut it out from the sleeves. I cut this one out, and the thumbs are sewn separately. I sewed them by hand. Here you can see the fingers, the thumbs are sewn by hand, and I used the part with the ribbing to make it look more professional. And these ones are cut out from the front and the back of the cardi, and they are all one piece because the piece was longer, so I could just cut the thumb out and do it. And this is recycling and repurposing 101. You can actually make a hat out of, if it is a sweater, you can make a hat. You can make headbands and all sorts of things. So if you have a sweater that has been damaged, felted, try to repurpose it. Use it for some other thing. It might hurt at first to cut into it, but it'll be worth it. And they're super soft and warm. I'm gonna use them. I might gift some of them. I'm not sure. They're pretty soft. They're cashmere. So yeah, and I still have some of that cardigan left. So I don't know yet what I'm gonna do. I used just a straight stitch. I used my hand as a template. I cut it out in a piece of paper. Remember to leave 1 inch or 1 centimeter around your hand for seam allowance. And yeah, they're awesome. So it was a fast make and recycling. The other thing I finished, it was a sewn project, is this rice bag that you heated up in the microwave for your muscle spasms. At the end, I decided to add the ribbon, so you can see it's sewn in the outside, but this one's for me, so whatever. And I used pieces of fabric that I had left. I sewed in the middle to divide the rice, and then you just heat it up and put it in your shoulders. You hold it with the straps, and it's really, really nice and comfortable. I love it a lot, and it's double lined, so it has another cotton fabric on the inside. If you're gonna use materials to heat up in your microwave, make sure it's 100% cotton, not a blend, because it's gonna melt, guys, and you don't want that. Yeah, it's gonna burn inside the microwave. In projects that I have finished, I have this cute little mermaid that it is from redheartyarns.com. It is from their amigurumi collection yarn set. This pattern is a knit version as well, so they thought of everybody. They have, this one is the crocheted version, but they have the knit version as well. All of the amigurumi ones are all in both versions, in knit and crochet. So you can make your Little Mermaid if you only knit. It's fine. The colors I use, they're all worsted weight instead of fingering weight, which is the amigurumi yarn. So the mermaid is going to be much smaller than my mermaid if you use their amigurumi yarn. I use just some Red Heart Bright Pink for the hair. I love this yarn, light green, and the light peach for the skin. I use the Impeccable Magenta for the little shirt. I use Vanna's Choice for the lime, it's lime green, yeah, for lime green here and here. And 8mm eyes, you can see here, and a 4.5mm hook for the worsted weight yarn to make this size doll. It's all done in single crochet. For the decreases, I personally use the invisible decrease, which Twinkies Chan has a video tutorial. The hair is done with a chain and then you slip stitch back. It has a wig cap, so you actually make a little hat and then you sew it to the head and you make the bangs, you sew the bangs into the hair line here. I put some blusher in with chalk pastel, as you can see here, and the tail is removable. I wrote down that I have to change color earlier right here in this section instead of what I did here, so it looks better. But it's the first time I do one. My daughter requested one as well, so I have to do that one. Last time you saw her, but she was not built. She was not put together. So yeah, now she's all put together. They recommend putting straws in their arms and legs. I did not do that because it's for a 1-year-old and it's better to be flimsy than, it doesn't have anything. I did not put anything, not stuffing, not anything. So they're very flexible and bendable. And if you want, I believe you can just do a metal skeleton so she can bend her arms and be posed if you want to pose her. It does this Mia and Dia, but they don't tell you which mermaid is which. There's one with little buns on the side of her head. That's the one my daughter wants. And she's been asking me which one is Mia and which one is Dia. And I'm like, I don't know, Rose. They don't specify. So you name the mermaid however, whichever name you think it belongs to, that's the name. If you think this one is Mia, this one will be Mia. If you think the other one is Dia, will be Dia. And I'm like, because they don't specify. So I don't know if this one is Mia or Dia. I don't know. So yeah. It was pretty simple and easy to make. I just was lazy and I didn't put the time in to finish her. But the pattern has a skirt and a shirt as well. So when she's a girl, you can dress her up as, you know, a girl. And when you want to transform her into a mermaid, she has her tail. But this one is for my neighbor's daughter, 1-year-old. So I thought just the mermaid tail would be fine, you know, that she could put it on and off and just throw the tail wherever she wanted and do whatever she wants with the doll. So I thought it was perfect for that. And yeah, and my daughter wants her mermaid to be tan and blonde, which I told her I don't know how that's gonna look, but she wants her to be blonde. So yeah, which tan women look amazing. Some of us look amazing with blonde hair. Not me. My skin undertone looks awful with blonde hair. So yeah. But this is awesome pattern. It's free and I do recommend it. And they have a bunch like sugar skulls, amigurumi sugar skulls. I think they have an amigurumi alpaca, like a small little alpaca like this, which is so cute. I have to go download that one. I have to remind myself to do that. And yeah, awesome pattern by Red Heart. So I'm really, really happy with this one. That's a finished objects. In work in progress, I have my, mostly everything's gotta be crocheted. My up north cardigan, which I am making out of Lion Brand's Heartland in Black Canyon. It's a worsted weight yarn with a 6mm hook. The pattern recommends a 6.5 because of my tension being so loose. I decided to reduce the size of the hook because of my tension and the fabric. I didn't like the fabric it was creating. It was too gappy. I don't like gappy fabrics. So I had like 6 or 7 balls of this yarn waiting for me. I think 3 or 4 years waiting for me to actually make a project. I got it on clearance at Walmart. So this is the cardigan's body, already done, finished, sewn together at the shoulders. So it just needs the neckband and putting in the sleeves, which is awesome because I'm ready to use this. I don't think I can use it right now. Though sometimes in spring I use a long slouchy things. That's who I am. And I have a sleeve which I actually ripped out like 6 times because I was doing the wrong thing. As you can see, it has a rib, and I wasn't doing a ribbing because I was making it all around and around. You're supposed to make around and turn it, make around and turn it. You know, turn your hook and crochet on the inside and then turn again and crochet on the outside. And I wasn't doing that. So when I was like about here or here, something like that, which is a lot of distance, I noticed I was doing it wrong. And then I ripped it out. At first, it was because the seam was being, it was getting twisted. And I'm like, what the heck is going on there? Why is it getting twisted? And then I was like, so how can I fix this? So I looked up some videos and I'm like, okay, I'll rip it out. I'll do it again. And then I was like, it's still coming out twisted. Let me see the video again. So I ripped it out again. And then I read the instructions. And I was doing it wrong. All of it. All of it. Just all of it wrong. All of it. Just throw it away, Ashley. Just I don't know how this, it was, let's say this. The day was sad. It was rainy, gloomy, and sad. My energy was down, and I just kept screwing up the project. That's what happened. My mind, I was not supposed to crochet that day. That's what my husband told me. He's like, you were not supposed to be crafting if you if you kept doing the same mistakes. But I don't know what's going on with me. I'm like, are my eyes good? Do I need to turn on my outlight to actually see stuff around? Do not say the S word. But yes. I was like, okay. My hand hurts right now. So I had to use a brace for my hand. I had to ripping out and crocheting 6 times the same dang thing is stressful. And then at the end, you're crocheting it with hate. So you end up just like, I hate you. Just why? But it's not the fault of the yarn or the pattern or anything like that. It's my fault because I definitely was not feeling very well and was not reading the instructions the right way. So yes, that same thing happened with the neckband. So I don't know if I will have to rip it out again and do it smaller because I made some extra increases to make it bigger or some extra rows. But we'll see. We'll see if it is the right length or if it's not. As well, because I use a smaller hook, I might not be having gauge for the neck piece. That's what I thought, but nobody knows until I have to sew it all together. I just, oh God. I thought it would be easier to, it's my first crochet cardigan and it's beating me up. We have a war right now. I have to get my butt into gear this weekend. Sew the sleeve and crochet the sleeve, not sew, crochet the sleeve and then get it together. Get it together, Ashley. Get it together. So now I am going to show you another work in progress is the Wonder Woman wrap. So you can see here, black and white picture because I don't have a color printer, but yeah. And I am working with a 5mm hook Knit Picks palette yarn in the color Serrano and Turmeric. It is a fingering weight yarn. It is 100% wool, so it has no nylon, none of that. It's just wool, I think it's Highland Peruvian wool or something like that. So as you can see here, the Turmeric is the yellow, the Serrano is red. So you can see here, this is the progress I have made until now. I am in the short rows here. I haven't finished this row, so forgive me. But it is done all in half double crochets. She has this pattern in a knit version as well, but I decided to do the crochet version because that would take me less time. And knitting it will take me maybe 3 years. As you know, my knitted shawls take me at least 3 years to finish. So yeah, and I added some extra glitter. It is a bobbin of thread that comes. It is not inexpensive, so if you're on a budget, just buy the yarn and don't do this. The gold has like hollow golden glitter, and then the red has just red, kind of holographic, but only in red. It has like two-tone red color, the glitter part in the red. But the palette yarn on Knit Picks, I believe, is like $2 a 50-gram ball. So it's really good. I bought 2 of each color, and I had them in my stash. So this is working for my stash as my crochet cardi. It's working for my stash. So all these yarns are yarns that have been waiting for me. This one I actually bought it specifically for this pattern. But it was waiting for me to actually get my butt into gear and my hands to be in working mode so I could do the project. So I'm very pleased and I am working through it. You have to count a lot, so it's not a project that it's flying off my hook because I have to count so much. Yeah. And I keep making mistakes in that one too, because I think I can't read, In other works in progress, I cut out some fabric here for my dog's little jacket that I'm going to do. It's reversible, so I have to get into sewing that. I'm going to show you how it's going to look after it's done. I bought this one here from a lady in a festival in Colorado. It was kind of like a craft festival they do. And it's for the little dog because she had another one that I took out from this one and made another one. But they actually, but the big dog actually broke it. So he ripped it out. He broke her little, her other one, her spare one. So I have to make her a new one. So that's what it's going to be. A new little coat for Jelly. Yeah, and close my notebook because that I told you everything I have to tell you about my projects. Oh, in other finished objects, I finished this crochet hook grip. You can say it's a grip. I think it has like, I cooked a dog hair into it. Oh, maybe. It's polymer clay, not the fanciest or the prettiest thing ever, but this is the hook, the 6mm hook I'm using with my crochet cardigan. And I put the clay in as a little sausage on top of the hook, and then I grabbed it with my hands the way that I crochet, so it would take the shape of my hands, as you can see here. And it is really comfortable. It has a little divot here, so I could put this finger underneath right here, but I usually have it here grabbing the yarn. I did put it a little bit forward because I tend to want less space in this area. That's the way I crochet. Not everybody likes such little space here in between here and here. That works for me fine, but some people don't like that. It just has like that much space in the shaft of the hook. But I like it like that. I shaped it so it actually fits in. I actually crocheted a chain while the clay was soft without baking it, so it would actually have my shape. And to bake it, I just wrapped some aluminum foil here and here and made like a little stand so it wouldn't touch the baking sheet. It would stay on the air, so it didn't flatten anywhere. It stayed the same shape that I gave it, and I love it. It's so comfortable. I think I will not find any ergonomic hook as comfortable as this one because it's shaped with my own hand, and it has the memory of how I grab my hook when I crochet. And yeah, most polymer clay hooks are rounded, and for me they're very uncomfortable. Even the furl hooks type of shape is I don't have one, but I've made a shape like that and I don't like it. It hurts my hand so much. Some people are like, oh, you have to get used. I'm like, no. I think it works for somebody who grabs the hook like this, like they pull the yarn like this, but I grab it as a pencil. So for me, it's more this type of shape, like squished all around. It's better for me. And because I shaped it myself, it has actually the shape of my hand. It's super comfortable. So if you have a hook, a metal hook, and it's uncomfortable, just go and buy a pack of polymer clay and do this technique I did. And I did shave it a little bit because after I baked it, I noticed there were some bumps that were bothering me. But after I did that, it was super comfortable. So just make sure it's really, really, really comfortable before you bake it. So I could have cut this area right here out, but whatever. It's not even cute or pretty. I didn't pick any like cute polymer clay to make the hook. So yeah. Now in purchases, I got this book from Dollar Tree. It's Babes in the Wool. My husband didn't like their face. He thought they were voodoo dolls, but they have little clothes that you can knit. They're all knit, so they're amazing for $1. This book was $19.95 or €9.99, and amazing. I am definitely going to change, the hair style of them in the face because I want them to be more like little girls, because I want to make them for my little girl or gift them to other little girls. So I want them to have more like softer expressions. Like the lips are very, they're babes, they're women. but I want to transform them into girls. So I would have to soften their expressions. They might not have eyebrows at all. They might just have just black little dots and no face, no mouth at all. You know, my style of doll, just blusher and work my own little thing, or just a little line as a lip. Just make them as soft and sublime as I can. They look like knitted brat dolls. That's what I think about. You know that brat dolls were very like high makeup and all those things. But because these are knitted, you can actually transform their facial expressions and transform their hairs, and you know their accessories are very like rough colors, but you can make them softer, like a soft pink, purple. Change up the look of the doll and make them look cuter and nicer for little girls. So those are my plans for this. I saw them and I thought of the possibilities, and you know, you have to be open-minded and think about other plans or things you can make with a book and a pattern and stuff like that. Especially me, I like to take amigurumis and transform them into other dolls. So, other things I got were these yarns from Michaels. This one I had in my stash. This one I got on clearance for $3.95, regular price $7.99. This one is 60% acrylic, 20% nylon, 20% merino wool. It has 127 yards, 3.5 ounces, 100 grams. And I'm going to make a brioche hat. That's why I got this. I actually used their Pantone color play thing on their Yarn Inspiration website, which you can get a pattern with that has this Pantone Karen, and then you can play around with the colors and switch the background and switch the orders of the colors and everything. So I did that in the Michaels store. I was playing with my phone while I was trying to get the yarn. But yeah, gonna be a brioche hat from their from Yarn Inspirations that I found that pattern. So I have to print that out before I forget. I haven't printed a pattern. And then I got this one right here. This is Purple Mist. The other one is Lapis. This one is a turquoise color, but it's coming out really ugly. So this one is Purple Mist. Same basis. This one I already had in my stash, so this one was the one, and it's gonna be the same brioche hat. And then I got, I think, 6 or 7 balls of this Bernat Softy Baby cotton. Yeah, Softy Baby cotton. It's a, excuse me, it's a DK yarn, and it is in the color cotton, and it is 60% cotton, 40% acrylic. It has 4.2 ounces or 120 grams. It has 254 yards, and this is for a project that I need to actually print out the pattern for it as well. So yes, now I am going to talk to you about the festival I went to. I went to a festival. It's called Yarn Fest in Loveland, Colorado. I drove, well, my husband and I both drove over there. It's a 12-hour drive from here, from Idaho, and we were just there. We arrived Friday at 3 p.m. because we left Friday at 3 a.m. If you followed me in my stories, you would know that. And I was just there Saturday for the festival. I paid my ticket for the festival for Saturday, just one day. And then we left on Sunday at 3 a.m. again to get here at 3:30, something like that. Yes. So let's show you. Before I show you, I got the pin from Hoyland, the one that says Hooker, and this is different. This is not the pink one, guys. This is actually has like an oil spill kind of metal, and then on the inside has the yarn for brains, and I love it. I love the blue color and then the oil spill kind of, oh, so pretty. It was $15. That one is $15. It's a pin for $15, but it's totally worth it. It's super nice, well done, and pretty and everything. I usually tell the prices of everything, how much it was. I like to be transparent with you guys, especially if you're on a budget and you like what I have, or you want what I have, and you need to save up some money. And, you know, why hide the price of what am I? Why? No reason why. So the yarns I got, let me get them. This is my new bag. It's still, I'm still working on it. There's a few changes I need to do before I put it out on sale, just if you're wondering. So yeah, just be cautious. I'm waiting for it whenever I decide to release it. And the other thing, let's get into the yarn, okay? Oh, and if you don't like yarn hauls, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. And press the little bell so you know when I'm going to have a video. Bye, guys. But if you like yarn hauls, stay tuned, because I have a few skeins of yarn to show you. So I went to the Leading Men Fiber Arts booth, because I've never seen their yarn in person or touched it, and that's why I like to go to festivals, because I'm picky. What if you buy this yarn online and it feels like what do you call it in English? Like barbed wire? Yeah, barbed wire. Though I have bought yarn that feels like barbed wire, but I use it for mittens, so I don't feel that texture. But if you're gonna use it for like neck or other things for your body, not nice to buy things like that. So I got some of the yarn from them. I got this one, which is in the Showstopper base in the Yarn Hoarder colorway. You can see here. This one cost me $24. You can see the color is a little bit better. I took the out of zoom out because I don't like the sound it makes in the videos. And this one is 463 yards, 100 grams, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. And it's super pretty. I love it. Those colors are super pretty. And put it over here. I got this color as well. And this one is in the Spotlight base. It cost me $26. It's in the colorway Nevermore. It is fingering weight. It's a 400 yard, 100 grams skein, 20% superwash Blueface Leicester, 20% nylon. Super pretty. And I did a list when I went shopping, so all these were in the list except some of them. This one I bought it just because I wanted to. No, not really. I have a project, the Orilla wrap from Alex Creates. I have mini skeins that I'm collecting in colors that go together to make myself one of those. And this one is the colorway long stocking. It cost me $6, and it is 92 yards, 20 grams, fingering weight yarn, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. Yeah. It's really pretty as well. You can see here. Love it. And then I got this one, it cost me $12. It's a Showstopper Intermission. Colorway Saffron. It's a fingering weight. It's 231 yards, 50 grams. It's superwash merino nylon. You can see here. Super pretty. And then there's this one. This one is actually a purple grape color. It was $12 as well. It's the same Showstopper Intermission. A colorway is Drama Queen. So pretty. Then I got this one. It cost me $24. It's in the Showstopper and it's in the colorway Boo. Which is a Halloween colorway. And when I was going to get this yarn, there was these amazing, beautiful ladies that were so nice to me and polite and funny and everything. And I think she grabbed one of these as well, and she bought a neon orange to go with it because her friend told her instead of buying like 12 mini skeins, she was like, no, get the big one. Look, they have the big one and they have this one. And I'm like, oh, that's a Halloween colorway. It's so pretty. I love it. And she looked at me up and down and she said, yeah, you look like you love Halloween. If you have seen my Instagram pictures, you know how I went dressed to the festival. So, yeah. But I really do love Halloween. We decorate only for Halloween. So, usually when I go to festivals, I usually grab a Halloween colorway and I put it in my stash because I haven't made anything with one of them yet. Those are the last ones from the Leading Men Fiber Arts booth. I got these two. This one is a natural semi-solid. It's in a 75% superwash merino, 25% nylons, 463 yards, 100 grams. It says Greenwood Hand Dyed Company. And this one is from the same company, but this one is Chrome Arcade. It's Chroma Arcade. As you can see, look at those colors. Oh, so beautiful. I don't know. This one is because I wanted to buy it. It was not in the list. This one was in the list. This one, it was just because I wanted to. And because I wanted to, I got it. And I could afford it. So, I believe these two cost me $24 each. So, yeah. Though I could have bought the plain cream one from Knit Picks for like $10. So, yeah. I was like, if I'm here, let's get it while in Rome. Just get what you need. Then I got this one from Knit Stitch. She's Knit Stitch on Instagram and everywhere, she told me. This one is a soft DK 100% superwash merino, 100 grams, 231 yards DK weight. It is in the Sweetheart colorway. And this one is for my daughter. The pink is lesser than what is showing. It's a very soft pink. It does have a big splotch here. It's neon-y pink, but it's not as intense as the camera showing you. And then I have White Birch Fiber Arts. It says, friends don't let friends craft with insipid yarn. This one is Sparkle Pony. It is 274 yards, 100 grams, light DK, 100% superwash merino. And this one actually stripes. I wanted a Halloween colorway that she had that made stripes, and it was kind of the same colors as the Ladyman Fiber Arts. This one cost me like $24. This one cost me $37 because it's a self-striping yarn. So yeah, I love the colors that it has on the inside, and both of these are for my daughter to make her a cowl, make her cowls and mittens. So those are the purpose of these ones. They're going to be cowls and mittens. And now I'm going to show you, oh yeah, the project that I actually bought some of the yarn for. So I'm going to make instead of the Find Your Fade, I'm going to make Crochet Your Fade. the crocheted fade pattern. So I have some yarns from my stash that they needed some colors to actually blend out, and I needed some more yarn because you actually need like 6 different colors. So I have this Vanna's Choice Serenity soft weight yarn that I had in my stash. So this one I had in my stash as well. I got it at my sister knits. It was like 50% off from $28. It's a superwash merino. So I had these two, but I needed a color to break them so I could have more of a fade. So the Leadingman Fiber Arts color would break it. As you can see, it breaks the colors there. And then the colors will continue on would be this one and this one. But you see it needs a color in between to break the yarn. So I got the Yarn Hoarder colorway. Yarn Hoarder colorway to break the green one, this one, and this one. And then let me see if I can hold them all in a order that you can visualize the fade. The purple one is not going to look as fadey as I want it to, but I really don't care. I think it's going to look really awesome when I finish it because it doesn't have green in it, but as you can see, you kind of get the gist of the fade, how it's going to look, and I am really happy. I took a picture of this before I went to the festival, and I did make a list. Like, these are your priorities, and this is what you need to buy. Because I do want to get this yarn out of my stash, even though I had to buy a little bit more to accomplish this project. It was worth it. I know it's when I work this project, I am going to be happy with it when I'm done, and it's gonna look amazing. So yeah. So this is the bag. I have all this yarn, so I know this is my crochet fade, and I'm going to make the fade because I actually got that pattern from my Wishes Granted. And then I have these two that I bought from Leadingman Fiber Arts, and then this one here that I got from Greenwood Hand Dyed Company. It's going to go with this yarn right here. That is a Halloween colorway from Hiloko, which is a one-time. It was like a mystery pack. I might not use the mini skein that she has in the pack, and I might need more of the purple and orange, but I don't know yet. So I might just need to buy some more online from their website. But for now, I'm going to do the Hypnotic Eye by Alex Reynoso on Ravelry. I have it in my library, so if you want to get one, get it now. But because Crochet Luna did it, and she said she needed extra yarn, I just got this plain cream color so I can stripe it in between, kind of break this colorway, because I know I'm not going to be able to get more of this colorway because it's a one-time thing. I was thinking one stripe of this, one stripe of this, one stripe of this, and kind of like stripe the eye, like the what is it, cornea? No, the cornea is gonna be these two, but stripe the white part of the eye, so I could get more out of this yarn. That was my plan. That is my plan for this. I just need another bag or project bag to stick this in and know that this is something, and put the pattern in there, and this is something that's going to be worked in there. Another thing I got, um, oh, this I got it because I'm going to make orilla. I think it's a rap by Alex Reynoso. I got it from when one of those patterns from Get Your Yarn Wishes Granted, and I have a bunch of mini skeins, but I still needed a few more, so I got this one as well to kind of like put in there, and yeah, happy about that. I got this mug right here from Poly Studios. It has a little cat paw or dog paw, and it says, "I knit so I don't kill people." So I loved it because um, it is black and then it has this red dripping, and I love that. I just need to wash it and start using it because I love it so much. It's so cute. They had a bunch of like, there was one that said, "Shh, I'm counting," and I was gonna get that one, but the bottom part was a little like cracked. It was chipped, so I was like, no, not getting that one. And then they had taller ones with like a lid and everything, so like a travel mug. Those ones were $45. This one was $25. So I could have bought another one, but I had yarn that for my daughter that I needed to buy. So I could have gotten another one, but I decided not to. And they had a bunch of Game of Thrones ones and Harry Potter and Doctor Who, but I decided not to get any of those and get the creepiest one. But yeah, don't judge me, guys. I just, sometimes you feel like punching people in the face. If there was one, um I I crochet so I don't kill people, I would buy that one too. Maybe next time I'll buy the one, but they didn't have that one. So I might make a custom one that says I crochet. So it depends the craft I'm doing. I grab the mug. So yeah. The other thing I got was a yarn pin. Everything fell on the floor. Dog hair. A shawl pin. A shawl pin. This one cost me $6. I got it from the Stunning String Studio. I did get any yarn from this stand because most of the colors were really muted and tonals. Like, all of them were tonals. There was no variegated colors or anything like that. And I'm not that person. But I got this pin that is kind of like a constellation of stars. They had one that was like a moon with dripping stars and stuff like that. I did ask you guys if you wanted me to bring some of these pins to the shop. You said no. So I was like, okay. So I actually am going to get more for myself because I do have some shawls that are really tiny and slip off my neck all the time. So I need pins, and I'm going to get this fancy moon one with the dripping water or dripping stars one. And I'm going to get another one with like a triangle, at least 3. I found them at AliExpress, for like $1 something or something like that. So I'm going to get a few for myself. And if you ever want any of them, just let me know. I'll be showing them whenever I wear my shawls and stuff like that, and I can tell you how to find them, what name to actually put down so you can find the same pin I have on. So yeah, I'm going to be getting some of those, and I'm happy because for the price of one that I got, I can get 6. So yes. If you hear noise in my room, my dog's being a little bit rowdy, and I left the door open because sometimes they cry. So yes. And yeah, that's all I have gotten. I had a lot of fun. There was very the festival was bigger than the last year I went to, and the energy was really good. There was a bunch of husbands sleeping in the hallway of the hotel. But yeah, we were all having a lot of fun over there, and it was a very, very good experience. That's why I like to go to festivals, because they're very, very good experience on my hair. So that's all I have for you guys. I hope you liked the haul and everything else that I have given you guys today. It's a little bit longer than usual, but I went to a festival, so yeah. I hope you guys had an amazing month, and don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell so you get notified whenever I upload, as I am doing this once a month. If you don't, it's okay, but you're gonna miss out. So yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing month, and I'll see you next time. And as always, remember to do what you love. Bye.